Palmer Ranch and Waterside. In my opinion, these are the two best areas in Sarasota. But does one edge out the other? Let's find out. So I am super pumped to be creating this video for you guys. I'm really passionate about both of these areas and what they offer, and I'm excited to share my 24 years of local knowledge with you. We're gonna go through each location, the lifestyle, what it's like to live there, and what the real estate options currently are with today's pricing. My name is Matt Light. Not only am I a local here in Sarasota, but my real estate team and I have helped over 200 families call Sarasota home. We do our very best to try and match each person and family we work with to their perfect home and location. And this is why I created a PDF comparing these two locations of Palmer Ranch and Waterside just for you. It looks a little something like this, and it compares so many great things to help you decide which area is best for you. I'm talking about the proximity to the beaches, the shopping, the dining, school rating, and the pricing of the homes. You can download this in the video description below, but make sure to stay until the end of this video where I'm going to tell you who should and shouldn't live in each one of these areas. So Palmer Ranch has been one of the most talked about areas of Sarasota, and I think it used to be the most popular until Lakewood Ranch came onto the scene and provided a ton of new construction options. But now there is this other area within Lakewood Ranch called Waterside. So let's start to break these areas down a little bit. Now Palmer Ranch is located in the southernmost part of Sarasota, primarily made up of the 34238 zip code. Now the backstory behind Palmer Ranch is you have this lady from Chicago, Illinois, a businesswoman in the late 1800s named Bertha Palmer. Her husband passed away, left her millions of dollars, and she came to visit Sarasota. And guys, at that time, Sarasota didn't even have running water or electricity, but she loved it so much that she bought half of it. And essentially that's the area that we call today Palmer Ranch, and it's located right here. Some huge benefits to this location are the access to Siesta Key Beach. You are only 6 miles to the beach, and because Palmer Ranch is a residential area, you really don't deal with any traffic. You also have easy access to I-75. Costco is less than 5 minutes away, and you're zoned to some of the best schools in Sarasota. And downtown Sarasota is about 9 miles away. Waterside, on the other hand, is located within Lakewood Ranch. Now, Lakewood Ranch is absolutely massive. It encompasses over 36,000 acres, and Waterside is in the southernmost region of Lakewood Ranch and currently only has 10 neighborhoods within it. You can actually find those on my website. Waterside is this entire area right here. Technically, it's located within Sarasota County rather than the rest of Lakewood Ranch, which is Manatee County. It's conveniently located to Waterside Place, Lakewood Ranch Main Street, and I-75. You're roughly 14 miles to Lido Beach and 10 miles to downtown Sarasota. So now that you've got your bearings of each area, let's talk a little bit more about the lifestyle between Waterside and Palmer Ranch. So Palmer Ranch is a much larger area than Waterside. I mean, you have 40 different neighborhoods within it, so there really isn't anything that I would consider to be walkable from any of the neighborhoods. So you're gonna have to drive wherever you're wanting to go within Sarasota. Now, drive time from Palmer Ranch to essentially anywhere you're wanting to go is gonna be less than the drive time from Waterside to those same areas within that location. For example, to not confuse you, it's only gonna take you about 15 minutes to get out to Siesta Key. From Waterside, Siesta Key is around a 30 to 35-minute drive. Another thing that people love about Palmer Ranch is this thing called the Legacy Bike Trail. This used to be an old railroad track that's now a bike trail from Venice all the way to downtown Sarasota. It even connects to 2 different neighborhoods, which we're gonna talk about next. So those residents literally never have to travel on a main road when they want to go on a long bike ride or even bike into downtown Sarasota. The lifestyle you live within Palmer Ranch will also come down to which specific neighborhood you're living in. Are you in Esplanade with a poolside restaurant? Or are you in one of the golfing neighborhoods? Or are you in an older neighborhood that doesn't have as many amenities associated with it? The Waterside lifestyle can drastically differentiate from Palmer Ranch. And the main difference is where I'm standing right now, Waterside Place. Waterside Place is essentially the downtown area of all of the Waterside neighborhoods. They have shopping, restaurants, community events, and it's brand new and absolutely beautiful. A very unique thing is that a few of the neighborhoods are actually going to have a water taxi that brings homeowners by boat over to Waterside Place. Can you imagine wanting to go get dinner with friends? You just walk to community's boat dock, a boat picks you up, and then you spend your evening in Waterside Place, and then you have a boat that brings you back home at the end of the night. It's pretty cool, right? Waterside Place also has weekly farmers markets with fresh produce, food trucks, and more. Now, living in Waterside is going to be further away from the beaches, I mean, the closest beach is Lido Beach, and it's about 10 miles away. So this is likely gonna take you about 30 to 35 minutes of a drive time to get over to it. There are also no golf course communities within the Waterside area, so homeowners who want to golf are likely gonna join the Lakewood Ranch Golf and Country Club. And finally, for you cyclists out there are no official biking trails like the Legacy Trail, but there are many bike lanes throughout the roads within Waterside and the surrounding Lakewood Ranch area. Now let's break down some real estate options for Palmer Ranch and Waterside. And again, make sure to stick around to the end where I'm gonna tell you how to access my comparison chart for these two areas and how you can pick which one is right for you. So let's get this out of the way and talk about pricing. The median price for a single family home in Palmer Ranch is $685,000, where in Waterside, it's $1.24 million. Now, before you freak out and get mad at me for making a comparison video where you think literally these communities don't communicate because one is double in price than the other, hear me out. Palmer Ranch is about 20 years older than Waterside. There are also very few luxury options in Palmer Ranch, so that alone is going to bring that price down. Waterside has a lot of custom luxury home options ranging from $2 million to $5 million, and that's naturally gonna skew the data up. But hear me say this. 3 new neighborhoods just opened all in Waterside that are under $1 million. So check out my new Waterside neighborhoods video where I go into more detail about those. So these new neighborhoods, when they begin to sell, you're gonna see that $1.24 million median price in Waterside. It's gonna come back down to earth. Okay, now that I just talked you off the edge and hopefully you wanna continue watching this video, let me go through some actual real estate options in each area. Let's start with Palmer Ranch. I'm not going to bore you with long, drawn-out neighborhood explanations. If you want more info on each of these neighborhoods, just jump over to the Palmer Ranch section on my website. First off, what I think is one of the most popular neighborhoods within Palmer Ranch, and that's Esplanade. The main draw to this community is its lifestyle amenities. They have a spa for massages, multiple pools, including a resistance pool, a full-service Bahama Tiki bar right at the pool, tennis, pickleball, and they even have direct access to the Legacy Bike Trail, which is what we had talked about earlier. Next up is in the heart of Palmer Ranch, and that's Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock consists of 751 single-family homes, so yes, it's a large neighborhood. It's in the middle of Palmer Ranch, and it has a few amenities such as a pool, tennis courts, and basketball courts, but I would not consider this to be your lifestyle-rich community like an Esplanade. So you're likely gonna have larger home sites since it was built in the mid to late 90s. The last residential option I want to share with you is a new construction community called Talent Preserve. This is going to be the last community within Palmer Ranch, and it's going to have over 900 homes and villas. Amenities are going to be extremely similar to that of Esplanade, with a poolside restaurant, access to the Legacy Bike Trail, pools, tennis courts, pickleball courts, and a massive 20,000 square foot clubhouse. Now, Waterside housing options are all brand new, meaning built within the last few years. There are several different builders, and pricing can range from the 500s to over $4 million. One of the first Waterside neighborhoods was Lake House Cove, which was built by Homes by Town. Many of these homes surround Kingfisher Lake. Yes, they have some great luxury amenities between the clubhouse, fitness center, pool, but they also have their own boathouse for residents to store their own kayaks and paddleboards. But the really unique thing about this neighborhood is the water taxi, and this is right at the boathouse, and it takes its residents by boat from the boathouse all the way over into Waterside Place. Next up for housing options is a smaller neighborhood with less than 50 home sites. This is the Alcove, and this is built by Neil Signature Homes. It's a semi-custom home builder, meaning you can modify the floor plans they have to create something a little bit more your style. And with only having a small amount of homes, there's no resort amenities. So no pool, no fitness center, but you are in a great location that's pretty secluded. I mean, there is no one behind your house or in front of your house, and pricing is going to start at just over $1 million. The last option I want to talk about is a more affordable one, and that's Nautique. This is a community built by MI Homes that will have both townhomes and single-family homes. They're gonna have a community pool and also a water taxi picking up the residents, again, to bring them across the lake into Waterside Place. And pricing is gonna be in the $500,000 and up. So Palmer Ranch or Waterside? Which is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. So who should or shouldn't live in each area? Well, if you downloaded my comparison chart in the description below, you're quickly gonna see that if school zoning and proximity to beaches are most important to you, Palmer Ranch is the clear winner. However, if you want something on a large lake, brand new, along with some of the newest shopping and dining around, then Waterside is absolutely perfect. But both of these areas are amazing and certainly some of my favorite in all of Sarasota. If you want to talk to me or someone on my team about finding you the perfect home in the best location, go ahead and send me an email at info@mattlight.com. We would love to be your real estate resources of choice. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you in the next video.